Anambra State government restates commitment towards repositioning health sector. Police arrest members of armed syndicate hijacking trailers on highways. Nigerian troops intensify onslaught against terrorists, oil thieves, others. On the foreign scene, dengue fever killed more than 170 people in Bangladesh. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. In recent times, there has been an increased number of Nigerian doctors and other health workers migrating to other parts of the world in search of greener pastures. This ugly trend has posed serious threats to the nation's health sector, and the 2023 Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Nigerian Medical Association Anambra State Branch is seeking the input of relevant stakeholders to find solutions to this worrisome trend and ways to advance the system and improve healthcare delivery. Emmanuel Chibata reports.
Speaking on the theme of the conference, mass emigration of doctors and other health workers, the origin, challenges and solutions, the President NMA, Dr. Roland Ojimma, identified poor remuneration, high taxation, difficulty in gaining employment, insecurity, stressful medical education and poor funding of health sector among other challenges as reasons for brain drain in the medical field.
The Oromo migration of the Oromo tribes during the 15th and 16th centuries in the Horn of Africa are all classical cases of mass migration. When the immigration or migration involves skilled workers or technocrats, it's called brain drain. And the brain drain involving healthcare workers is called medical brain drain.
In her address, the state chairman of NMA, Dr. Jane Ezono, said the conference offers opportunity for continuing medical education and professional development, lamenting that the increasing number of doctors and health workers leaving the country is disastrous to the profession.
Alarming increase in the number of doctors and health workers who leave the country in droves in search of greener pastures. A very challenging and worrisome trend.
In a sub-theme titled Anambra State Healthcare Plan, the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, represented by the Director, Medical Services, Dr. Ugochukwu Chukwulobelo, said the present government is providing quality healthcare services to the masses and a world-class healthcare management system through the adoption of globally proven community-driven strategy. Contributing, the State Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwegbe, described the theme as apt, explaining that the state government has invested in improving healthcare infrastructure, increased remuneration, and improved healthcare initiative.
The state government has also implemented programs to address the shortage of healthcare professionals in the state, following the recruitment of about 300 medical personnel in the year 2022. With this recruitment, general hospitals now have improvement on needed medical personnel.
The chairman on the occasion, Professor Sunday Okafor, said the conference is critical to addressing the Japa syndrome of medical practitioners for the growth of the health sector in Nigeria. The chairman, local organizing committee, Dr. Stephen Awashie, noted that the theme is targeted at addressing topical issues at the front burner of healthcare delivery in the state and nation. Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sir Chido Bidiegu, has signed the Employees Compensation Scheme form to enroll staff of the organization into the National Social Insurance Trust Fund Scheme. We have details.
The Employees Compensation Scheme is a program aimed at providing compensation to employees in case of eventualities such as death, injury, disability, or disease arising in the course of the employment. It also provides compensation to the next of kin of an employee who died in active service. The managing director of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sachido, while appreciating the National Social Insurance Trust Fund officers providing the opportunity for the staff members of the ABS to benefit from the program, noted that the scheme is in line with the mantra of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. He noted that the welfare scheme will encourage both government and private employees in the state to work and contribute their best in helping Professor Soludo-led administration in building a livable, prosperous and mega city, and also promised that he will ensure that every staff of the establishment enrolls in the scheme to encourage commitment and productivity.
You know, they say we learn every day. I never knew that these are the benefits that are accruable from, participating in social insurance trust fund. Other parts of the country are benefiting immensely from this. That's why I invited, and I believe that this could benefit us at ABS.
Also speaking, the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund Head of Inspection Department, Oka Branch, Mr. Ndubisi Moretti, stated that the major aim of the scheme is to provide a fair, guaranteed, and adequate compensation for all insured employees in case of emergencies, and also to promote the enforcement of occupational safety and good health standard in the workplaces.
Employee compensation scheme is the benefit you get while you are still in service. The 1% is your welfare package. The management will pay it for you because you are what? You are the reason why the management exists.
Contributing, the head of the informal sector of the National Social Insurance Trust Fund in Oka, Mr. Donatus Chukwu, affirmed that the National Social Insurance Trust Fund provides social security and safety for every Nigerian employee.
And he said also, it makes you to be in the state of mind to put in more in your workforce.
Meanwhile, the head of legal team, National Social Insurance Trust Fund Oka Office, Barrister Peter Maximus Emeka, stated that the Employees Compensation Act 2010 provides a speedy and adequate compensation resolution of disputes without recourse to the court. The Director of News and Current Affairs Department of ABS, Mr. Gabe Obaleze, Director of Administration, Lady Tina Aikenta, Director of Commercial Services, Mrs. Beatrice Akwanamnye, ABS Public Relations Officer, Mrs. Judy Jeff Mabeze, amongst others, were present at the event.
Migrant Farmers Primary School, Neni, in Anocha local government area has taken delivery of new set of desks to improve learning in the school, courtesy of the Transition Committee Chairman of Anocha local government area, Mr. Gerard Ozo. Mr. Ozo had earlier this month visited the school, upon which he discovered that the pupils are in need of desks and promised to provide the desk. Detail.
While handing over the desks to the school authority, he said that education is the basis in building a great society, pointing out that Governor Soludo-led administration is particular about quality education and learning environment. He however said that his agenda was to make sure that Governor Soludo's policies are implemented down to the grassroots. He encouraged the teachers and pupils to ensure they utilize the desks adequately and promised frequent engagements. Mr. Ozo appreciated Governor Soludo for his support, which according to him is the reason for their effective delivery.
We are here to present this set of chairs for the good use of Migrant Primary School. I told the people that solution is finally here, that we bring these chairs and we have redeemed our pledge.
The Deputy Chairman of Anocha Local Government Area, Mr. John Uzezie, who spoke on behalf of the councillors, said that Anocha Council Area is known for education and encouraged them to remain good ambassadors of the local government anywhere they find themselves.
So whom much is given, much is expected. Thank you once more. God bless you. Bring more. We are overpleased. We need more in this school. Thank you very much.
Responding, the head teacher of Migrant Farmers Primary School, Neni, Mrs. Caroline Ezenwokike, appreciated Mr. Ozo for the gesture and assured greater commitment to get the best out of the pupils.
We appreciate the good work you did to this school. Thank you. The teachers, pupils, even the parents here, we really appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Has held its 2023 graduation ceremony with a charge on the pupils to keep excelling in their academic activities while putting God first. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi reports.
Holy Ghost International School, Awka, offers both nursery and primary education, which, according to the proprietress, Mrs. Kenechukwu Okeke, is focused on impacting quality knowledge through the strength of God and hardworking staff. The event hall, filled to the brim by pupils, parents, and guests, became an arena for the test of intelligence and mental alertness as pupils engaged each other in different competitions, including mathematics, essay, and quiz. Mrs. Okeke explained that the school, founded in 2001 by the late Bishop Ephraim Ndife, is marking its 22nd graduation ceremony and is strongly focused on teaching mathematics to the understanding of pupils, encouraging the graduates to keep the flag flying.
They should keep the flag flying. They should not relent. But in all, moral first. They have to know God, who God is, what God will be able to do and what he cannot do. But what God does not do does not exist.
The chairman, Parent Teachers Association, PTA of the school, Mr. Igwedimma Moloku, noted that God has been the guiding light of the school, evident in the performance of the pupils in common entrance examinations.
This school was named after Holy Ghost. And the Holy Spirit is always with them. As you can see, this school is unique. Okay? They have performed so well. So God is here. I believe God is here. And God will continue to be with them.
Some parents who spoke to the ABS, including Mr. Louis Chukwudi and Mrs. Chinonyelum Okonkwo, expressed joy over the graduation of their children and urged the school not to relent and parents to always monitor the progress of their children while giving necessary support.
I will advise them to keep on because the school has been giving them knowledge and good background. I advise them to take it up, not when they go to their various schools, they will leave it and start playing.
Master Divine Okonkwo and Miss Blossom Louis and Miss Chimzurumoke Paul Okoye, who were visibly happy, appreciated the school and parents for opportunity given them, promising to continue on their academic trajectory. In Awka, it's Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
In the same vein, Pathfinder Model Secondary School, Amobia, has held its 4th graduation ceremony with a colorful display of our pupils showcasing their talent in amazing ways. The ceremony, which took place at Umukaobia new layout Amobia, attracted pupils, parents, staff, management of the school, friends, and well-wishers. Education's correspondent Queen Anibogu completes the report.
Pathfinder's Model School comprises of daycare, pre-nursery, nursery, and primary sections. The school, whose fees is pocket-friendly, has a team of hard-working, dedicated, and highly skilled staff whose desire is to groom the children and inculcate in them requisite knowledge. The proprietress, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Ndum, explained that all their basic graduating pupils that went for entrance examination did excellently, and it is another proof of God's faithfulness towards the school and the great impact of their devoted staff members. The proprietress, who mentioned various challenges of the school, appreciated parents for their support, even as she asked for more financial aid to help them achieve their purpose.
I went to the minimum. I know things are hard, but we try to get the money from wherever we can to make this program a success. So if government can really help, if there's anything that is distributing, then remember the private schools. But truly, if you check around, private schools, they're doing great.
The Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, G. Okafor and Sons Industry Limited, Chief Godwin Okafor, commended the pace at which the school is growing, noting that it is as a result of the great effort of the patron and proprietress of the school. Chief Okafor, represented by the admin manager of his company, Makers of Winco Foam, Mr. Samuel Ihoha, encouraged the staff and management of the school to do more, ensuring that they are consistent in not only the pupils' intelligence quotient, but also character-wise.
I want encouragement for them to do more work because it's not easy to take care of kids. Most of them might not be giving them what they want initially, but we must stand there for them to be consistent in training them.
In his sermon, the regional overseer, Deeper Life Bible Church, Achala Region, Pastor John Onyanusi, advised parents to endeavor to give their children a wholesome training, especially in leading them in the ways of God, but pointed out that they need to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ to enable them accomplish this task.
Parents have their duty, roles to play. Our children, we should be able to direct and have this discernment. Children are not the same. They have different potentials. God embedded in them.
Some of the parents who spoke with the ABS, Engineer Kanayo Okonkwo and Deaconess Ogochukwu Mbonu, attested that since their children enrolled in Pathfinder's Model School, there have been great improvements in their academics. Some of the graduates, Victory Mbonu, Chikaima Ume, and Chike Wankwo, who spoke to ABS, expressed their happiness over the ceremony and appreciated their parents and teachers for being there for them. Welcome song, orchestra, dances, various presentations from different classes, cutting of cake, as well as prize giving to best graduating pupils by Winco Foam featured during the event. Queen Anibogo, ABS News.
Still to come on the news tonight, Nigerian troops intensify onslaught against terrorists, oil thieves and others. Dengue fever kills more than 170 people in Bangladesh. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us.
House refreshment is goodness to go round. Introducing the Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment, which contains fresh cow milk. Enjoy Full House goodness filled with essential vitamin and minerals. Peak, reach for your peak.
Enjoy sports made for you. Recipes made for you. Entertainment made for you. Learning made for you. Enjoy YouTube made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. YouTube made for you.
Welcome back on the news. Nigeria's defense headquarters says troops in different operational theaters within the 6 geopolitical zones have sustained onslaught against terrorism, oil theft, and all other forms of criminalities aimed at addressing various security challenges. Ekwe Ajide of our Abuja Bureau has details.
The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, who disclosed this at a press briefing which covered significant operational activities between 13th to 20th July 2023, said an estimated sum of 202,788,300 naira was denied oil thieves by troops of Operation Delta Safe. He said the troops had within the period intercepted and destroyed a vessel involved in crude oil theft, destroyed several illegal refining sites, while the air component conducted air interdiction to destroy active illegal refining sites.
Now,
Close inspection on the vessel revealed that only 2 compartments were partially filled with about 150 metric tons, which is approximately 178,000 liters. The vessel captain admitted to having been engaged in several illegal activities of the same illegal activity.
According to him, also within the period under review in the southeast region, troops of Operation Udoka, in the course of the operations, recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 4 pump action gun, 1 Dane gun, 86 live cartridges, neutralized 1, and apprehended 12 suspects. Major General Buba said all recovered items, arrested suspects, and rescued abducted civilians have been handed over to the relevant authority for further action.
A search on the truck led to the discovery of 702 cartons of 12 caliber Resta cartridges, each carton containing 25 cartridges. All these items were concealed underneath the truck.
Major General Buba said the military received support from citizens in the form of tip-off, intelligence, cooperation, and synergy, among others, which assisted in many of the operations, which, according to him, shows that the security challenges confronting the nation require a collective effort and therefore a collective responsibility. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
Officers of Anambra State Police Command have arrested 3 members of an armed syndicate that target trailers plying the highways in the state. The police operative acting on a tip-off stormed the hideout of the syndicate at Nokwa community in Demili South local government area, where 3 suspects were arrested while vandalizing 2 trailers. A release signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Anambra State Police Command, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, said that the vandalized head of one of the trailer was recovered, while the whereabouts of the other is yet to be ascertained. However, the State Commissioner of Police, CP Aderemi Adeoye, has directed the State CID Oka to take over the case for comprehensive investigation and prosecution of anyone indicated in the crime, while the suspects were taken into custody for interrogation. On the foreign scene, Bangladesh is grappling with a deadly dengue outbreak as heavy monsoon rain in the country caused widespread infection and failed hospitals. Health experts in the South Asian nation of 170 million people said the disease has already reached an epidemic proportion, even though the government has not officially declared one. Until Sunday night, at least 176 people, 31 of them children aged below 14, had died of the mosquito-borne fever, according to the Directorate of General Hospital Services. Wednesday was the deadliest day when 19 people died of the disease, which has seen nearly 33,000 hospitalizations this year. Officials said the death rate from the disease this year stood at an alarming 5-year high of 0.53% compared with 0.45% last year, when a record 281 people had died of dengue in Bangladesh. In sport, Super Falcon head coach Randy Wardrum has called on Nigerians to keep supporting the team as they hope to continue their 2023 Women's World Cup campaign on a positive note. Thanks to a penalty served by goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, the team began their campaign a 0-0 draw against Olympic champions Canada last Friday. The team has returned to their base in Brisbane ahead of their second game against co-host Australia at the Lang Park Stadium. Wardrum spoke about the team recovering session on Saturday and affirmed that the mood in the camp was positive. Nigeria will play Australia by 11 a.m. on Thursday before facing the Republic of Ireland at the same time on July 31st. That's the size of our package tonight, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, on Instagram at ABS TV, on Twitter at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again: Anambra State government has restated commitment towards repositioning health sector. Police have arrested members of armed syndicate hijacking trailers on highways. Nigerian troops has intensified onslaught against terrorists, oil thieves, others. Dengue fever has killed over 170 people in Bangladesh. To end the news, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.